This page is the vibrant cover of Nintendo Official Magazine, proudly showcasing itself as the official publication for Nintendo 64, claiming to be always first, biggest and the best. The headline screams world exclusive, revealing the groundbreaking Nintendo GameCube and Game Boy Advance consoles, a monumental scoop for the time, promising 17 pages of red-hot news on these new systems starting on page 78. Dominating the right side of the cover, Mario and Luigi are geared up for a serve, teasing a huge first play of Mario's sporting smash, Mario Tennis, with a P6 indicating an early feature. The magazine promises a packed issue with news and previews, new game exclusives, GameCube news, every N64 game tested, best Pokémon info, and most N64 tips. All this for a mere £2.95, making it the essential read for October. Issue 97. The bottom also teases glimpses of Link from The Legend of Zelda, and a musical Meowth from Pokémon, hinting at more exciting content within. This page is a rather inspiring full-page advert for Sky's Reach for the Sky initiative, showcasing a young Ronan Keating. It encourages readers to discover their hidden talents and consider careers in music, design, or even management, suggesting they could be the next pop star. This October 2000 issue of the UK's best-selling Nintendo 64 magazine confidently lays out 6 promises to its readers. These include first-to-market news with screenshots, easy navigation, working tips and cheats, and trustworthy writers. They even boldly claim no other magazine is worth buying. The issue introduces Team Nintendo, Tim, Mark, Barry and others, showcasing the enthusiastic staff behind the publication. Readers are provided with extensive contact options, postal mail, a dedicated tips line, Monday to Friday, and multiple email addresses for Nintendo, Pokémon, and Game Boy queries. A helpline is even included for locating the magazine in stores. Overall, the magazine emphasizes accessibility and a commitment to being the ultimate resource for Nintendo fans. This page proudly declares only in this issue will you find the essential Nintendo goodness. Leading the charge is an exclusive, first-ever playtest of Mario Tennis 64. Promising all the details on its center court gameplay, 4-player doubles action, and fan-favorite characters, with Luigi and Bowser looking ready to serve up some fun. Dive deeper into this on page 6. But the fun doesn't stop there. Paper Mario gets a prominent mention, teasing 2 peachy games from our favorite plucky plumber, ensuring Nintendoids rejoice. You'll find more on this delightful adventure, complete with an array of classic characters, starting on page 18. And for a glimpse into the future, the magazine delivers breaking news on the upcoming GameCube and Game Boy Advance, inviting readers to turn to page 78. This is clearly the ultimate contents page, perfectly setting the stage for an issue packed with prime Nintendo insights and exclusives. This page is absolutely jam-packed with essential Nintendo delights, kicking off with the latest reviews. Footy fanatics will be thrilled to see ISS 2000 taking center stage, promising even better gameplay. Let's hope it delivers the goods. For those who prefer interstellar conquest, StarCraft 64 is beckoning you to command an alien army in what sounds like an intense space strategy epic. And for anyone pondering their next N64 purchase, there's a handy total test guide to help you sort the wheat from the chaff. But it's not all about the new releases. The Blagfest is here to dish out some serious goodies. Get your thinking caps on if you fancy bagging WWF Stone Cold Steve Austin room guards, N64 games, Batman graphic novels, The Simpsons videos, or even some WWF collector cards, buyers and WrestleMania live sets. What a haul! Then, for those needing a bit of a helping hand, the game guides are on point. Pokémon Snap is getting a shout-out for anyone wanting to beat the game, alongside general sections for official tips, reader-submitted wisdom, and a challenge to see if you can compete with the best scores out there. And if that wasn't enough, there's a free Game Boy magazine thrown in for good measure. Pokémon Pinball is the latest portable obsession, described as flipping great. Sounds like a winner to me. Plus, there are official tips for all your Game Boy headaches. Truly a page of treasures. This page serves up a grand slam with a full-page feature on the highly anticipated Mario Tennis 64. Mario, Luigi, Waluigi, and even Bowser's are ready to hit the court, promising a sensational new sports sim. The magazine proclaims that Mario's legendary parties and golf prowess are behind him, as he's now armed with a racket for red-hot ball-busting action. The game, developed by Nintendo and set for an October release, sounds like it's packed with fun. Players can expect to bombard opponents from the baseline, nick points at the net, and deliver killer blows on their way to becoming the coolest king of the court. There's talk of loads of secrets to unlock, mind-blowing singles, and an awesome doubles option that will apparently leave your chin on the floor. Screenshots showcase the game in action, with Waluigi demonstrating his amazing strength and power with a smash, and Yoshi needing to stretch further for a win, suggesting some truly dynamic replays. Forget Pete Sampras, it seems Matza and the gang are here to redefine tennis on the N64. This page delves further into the exciting world of Mario Tennis 64, showcasing more of its colorful cast and teasing a proper storyline. Apparently the game kicks off with an awesome movie where our favorite Big N heroes battle for tennis supremacy. But just when Mario and Luigi are about to face off in the final, the dastardly Wario turns up with his brand new lanky sidekick Waluigi, making his grand debut as Luigi's arch-rival. Looks like this sinister duo is here to cause some serious trouble on the court. We also get glimpses of Toad, dishing out commentary, a rather terrified crowd. What's going on there then? And even the return of the formidable Bowser, ready to spoil everyone's fun. This isn't just tennis, it's a full-blown dramatic spectacle. This page cracks on with the excellent Mario Tennis 64, diving deep into the seeds. That's the players. For those not in the know, turns out you'll need to suss out each of the 14 starting pros' weaknesses, with more secret characters just waiting to be unlocked if you're good enough. We get a cracking shot of Mario dishing out a power shot against Donkey Kong on the court, alongside a glimpse of that rather busy character select screen, packed with series favorites like Yoshi, Bowser, and yes, even the recently introduced lanky menace Waluigi. The magazine then kindly breaks down a few key players. Mario, the all-reliable, scores a solid 5, being a good all-rounder but not exactly a specialist. A jack-of-all-trades, master of none, eh? Donkey Kong, rated a 3, packs a mighty punch with his power shots but is a bit of a slow coach getting off the mark. Princess Peach, also a 3, boasts great technique and ball placement, but she's not exactly fleet-footed and struggles against the power players. Yoshi, the green machine, gets a respectable 4 for his nippy style, though he's a bit light on power. And poor baby Mario, also a 3, might have ickle legs but can shift, though he apparently has a real tough time against DK. Looks like choosing your champion will be a proper conundrum. Mario Tennis 64 boasts a diverse roster, catering to all playstyles. Luigi, 5, is a well-rounded beginner's choice, while Waluigi, 4, excels at precise net play despite lacking power. Paratrooper, 5, surprises with a strong serve and net game, contrasting with Wario's, 3, powerful but slow gameplay. Princess Daisy, 4, offers easy passing shots but struggles against power hitters, and Birdo, 4, prioritizes speed over serve strength. Bowser, 3, delivers devastating shots but is incredibly slow, while Boo, 4, focuses on crafty, sneaky plays. Toad, 4, shines with baseline shots, compensating for a lack of raw power. The game offers a character for every preference, speed, power, or trickery, making champion selection a challenging decision. Mario Tennis 64 offers a surprising depth beyond simple rallies, featuring diverse modes for varied gameplay. The Grand Slam is the core tournament mode, pitting players against a roster of 8 characters, including Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Bowser, in a best-of-3 wins competition. Class courts introduce impactful surface changes. Grass courts offer fast-paced action, concrete provides a beginner-friendly slower pace, and unique courts like Donkey Kong's jungle add chaotic elements like bananas. The Mario Bros. Court delivers high-speed aerial matches. Beyond the tournament, tough challenges include Ring Shot, tasking players with hitting balls through rings, and the frantic Piranha Challenge, requiring 50 successful shots over the net while battling speeding piranha plants. Overall, Mario Tennis 64 provides a robust and entertaining experience with something for all skill levels. This page is a full-page advert for Robinson's Fruit Shoot. It features pop star Natasha Atomic Kitten and tennis ace Tim Henman answering sportsmanship questions, linking new thinking to their refreshing drink, available in 2 fruity flavors. This page is a fantastic guide to the sizzling shots of Mario Tennis 64, showing off how Mario and his chums can unleash absolute belters with just a few button presses. Apparently you can even make your chosen player a southpaw by hitting L on the character select screen. Handy for confusing your opponents. The magazine explains that powering up a shot involves holding down specific buttons, but if you have second thoughts, a quick tap of Z will halt the process. The page visually demonstrates these techniques with a clear court diagram and several vibrant screenshots. First up, the glorious smash. If a star pops up near the net, you hit A, then hold A and B for an unstoppable powerhouse shot. For the tacticians out there, the drop shot is ideal for catching baseline anchored rivals off guard. A quick B, then a tap sends the ball just over the net. Then there's the lob, perfect for making those overeager net rushers regret their life choices. An A then B combo will send the ball sailing over their heads. And finally, for the truly cunning, the passing shot encourages a power slice down the line when your opponent is stuck at the net, ensuring maximum frustration. It's all about owning that court, isn't it? The next page delves further into the strategic brilliance of Mario Tennis 64, laying out more essential techniques to master the court. It's all about putting your opponents in their place, isn't it? First up, there's the art of the volley. To truly dominate, the magazine suggests becoming a pro by getting to the net after your serve and volleying that ball right into the corner for a classy winner. Take that, baseline huggers. Then we get into the all-important serve. The key here is timing. Hit the ball at the very top of your throw, and you'll see, nice, pop up, indicating an awesome serve. If your rival can't even get a racket on it, well, that's an ace, and there's nothing sweeter. For those who love to control the game, topspin is your friend. This beauty of a shot makes the ball drop more quickly and bounce lower, forcing your opponent further back into their baseline. Just hold a yucca to apply that spin and watch them scramble. And finally, if you want to be truly cunning, there's the slice. This is a fantastic shot for passing someone who's decided to camp out at the net. The ball flies high, but then bounces up loads, making it tricky to return. Tap B, and then hold it for a power slice, sending them into a world of pain. Clearly, this guide is designed to turn us all into tennis titans. Mario Tennis 64 offers a surprisingly detailed and charming experience beyond just the tennis gameplay. The court is populated with quirky characters. Koopa and Bob-omb line judges, a filming Lakitu, and a stylish Mario umpire, adding to the game's personality. The game emphasizes the dramatic reactions of the players, from Yoshi's joyful celebrations to Waluigi's tantrums, and even Baby Mario's tears. Every point carries emotional weight. Doubles mode is highlighted as the peak of the fun, fostering teamwork and lively competition with friends. Beyond the initial roster of 14, dedicated players can unlock hidden characters like Donkey Kong Jr., fast with good winners, and Shy Guy, strong serve and volleys, adding replay value for those seeking a challenge. Mario Tennis 64 is presented as a game full of delightful details and gobsmacking moments. This page is a smashing full-page poster dedicated to Mario Tennis 64, perfectly capturing the game's lively spirit. Mario and Luigi take center stage, rackets poised, ready to serve up some serious fun. In the stylized, action-packed background, you can spot familiar faces like Wario, Waluigi, and Yoshi, all getting in on the tennis action, plus a scoreboard proudly displaying Mario and Luigi's lead over their mischievous rivals. It's a brilliant visual reminder of the gobsmacking moments and character-driven chaos that make this game an absolute ace. This page serves up a deeper dive into the smashing Mario Tennis 64, following on from the previous page's cracking poster. It kicks off with crazy court action, highlighting Bowser's unique tilting court, suspended over a lava pit, making every shot a precarious affair. Power-ups, like red shells and banana skins, add an extra layer of mischief, turning a straightforward match into pure chaos, especially in glorious four-player doubles. Then we're treated to Titchy Tennis, a peek at the Game Boy Color version, which sounds absolutely brilliant with its RPG elements, letting you unlock secrets and travel the tennis world. It even features the debut of the lanky Waluigi, alongside Mario, Yoshi, and Peach. The Secret Characters section reveals some fantastic hidden extras for the N64 version, accessible via the transfer pack from the GB Color game. We meet cool new human characters like Alex, with his ace baseball cap, the hard-hitting Harry, and the stylish Nina with her blue headband. Even the ghostly Boo makes an appearance, racket in hand. The We Think verdict is in, and it's a resounding ace. Mario Tennis 64 is hailed as a center-court classic, packed with cartoon fun and top-notch playability that'll keep you itching for just one more go. And for a quick flick, there's a pointer to check out the latest footy N64 sim, ISS 2000, reviewed on page 24. This page brings the exciting news that the iconic comedy, Saved by the Bell, is new to Nickelodeon. Catch Zach, Kelly, and the gang weekdays from September 4th at 4:30 p.m. This page throws us straight into the delightful world of Paper Mario on the N64, a true gem that redefined what an RPG could be. The vibrant, pop-up book aesthetic is on full display, showcasing the iconic plumber alongside a fantastic roster of allies and foes. We've got Mario himself, the formidable King Bowser, a trusty Koopa Trooper, an ever-grumpy Goomba, and even the elegant Lady Bow, all rendered in their charming paper-thin glory. Floating above them are the serene star spirits, looking ready to lend a hand. The top text really gets to the heart of the matter, proudly proclaiming it a big game, with an amazing quest that involves saving the ever-kidnapped Peach and, naturally, beat up Bowser. It's all ticked off, confirming the game delivers on its promises. And what a promise! The little blurb perfectly sums it up. The gang's all here in a paper-thin RPG that'll brighten up your gaming lives. And brighten it up it certainly did. This wasn't just another Mario game. It was a deep, witty and utterly charming adventure that proved the N64 could do more than just 3D platformers. A brilliant visual treat for fans and newcomers alike, reminding us why this paper-thin adventure still holds up today. This page continues our deep dive into the utterly brilliant Paper Mario, confirming it's indeed a big game and a huge adventure. We see the ever-distressed Princess Peach in her charmingly flat form, alongside the mischievous Kamek flying on his broom, all part of this vibrant, pop-up book world. The headline promises that Mario's back, and it's up to us to help him thrash Bowser, because Peach is, naturally, counting on us. The game info box neatly tells us it's an RPG by Nintendo, hitting shelves in December, perfect timing for a bit of festive gaming. Under the banner of Paper Plumber, the magazine makes a crucial point. While we've had classic Mario adventures like Super Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, Mario Party and Mario Tennis 64, Paper Mario isn't a platformer. Oh no, it's an RPG. But don't you dare think that means boring text and reams of stats, because Nintendo, in their infinite wisdom, has injected bucket loads of fun and playability into the format, and they absolutely nailed it, proving that an RPG could be as engaging and accessible as any platforming romp. The little screenshot even gives us a peek at Luigi, reminding us with a bit of a chuckle that the Mario brothers are plumbers who, ironically, prefer to travel through pipes rather than fix them. Truly magnificent stuff. Paper Mario's story begins with a classic Bowser kidnapping. Princess Peach and the powerful Star Stick are stolen. Mario, sporting new dungarees, and a relaxed Luigi arrive at Peach's castle to find it lively with toads, only for Bowser to dramatically blast the castle into space using the Star Stick's power. The game reintroduces familiar faces, the heroic Mario, the supportive Luigi, the perpetually captured Peach, the villainous Bowser and Kammy Koopa. The core of the game is its story-driven RPG adventure, tasking Mario with rescuing Peach and recovering the stolen Star Stick. It's a familiar yet exciting setup, launching our paper hero on a quest to thwart Bowser's latest dastardly plan. The next page expertly breaks down the core concept behind Paper Mario, aptly named Paper Thin Mario. It brilliantly illustrates how Mario's unique lack of depth influences the world, showing him as his usual portly self from the front, but practically invisible when viewed from the side. Even the buildings embrace this paper aesthetic, with houses literally folding down to reveal their interiors as Mario steps inside, a truly clever mechanic. The RPG Fun section offers a nostalgic nod to Super Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars on the good old Super NES. The magazine muses that despite its absence from UK shelves, dedicated imports by eager gamers likely nudged Nintendo towards creating this new paper-thin adventure. We're even treated to a peek at the original box art, a delightful callback for any veteran player. Following the dramatic opening, the page continues the unfolding saga. Bowser is seen gloating over his captured foes, including a rather helpless Mario and Peach. Our hero then gets a dose of villainous magic from Bowser's Star Stick, sending him tumbling back to Earth. Fear not, for the 7 stars arrive to revive him. Soon after, Mario is spotted in Kanoko Town, poised to embark on his quest to save the princess and retrieve that troublesome Star Stick. The page concludes with a charming thank you screen, only to cheekily remind us that the adventure has, as always, kicked off again. Paper Mario offers a refreshing take on the RPG genre, moving away from complex systems with straightforward, timing-based combat, a welcome change from other consoles. The game cleverly incorporates familiar elements like fire flowers, colored switches, and gold coins, alongside nods to past titles like Yoshi's Island's throwing mechanics. While retaining traditional RPG features like exploration, puzzles, and character interaction, Paper Mario infuses them with classic Mario magic. Players will navigate vibrant environments, solve puzzles, like blocking a witch, and utilize Mario's platforming skills, often with assistance from friendly characters. The game is highly praised for its engaging quest and ability to entertain for weeks, being deemed more important than turkey and reindeer this Christmas time. A preview also hints at Mario's upcoming appearance in a tennis game. This page is a vibrant full-page advertisement for the Pokémon Trading Card Game League, tempting trainers with the elusive limited edition Holo Mew card and exclusive benefits for joining the league. The next page kicks off the new game reviews section, with the magazine proudly stating that every game has been rigorously tested by their expert Nintendo players, promising honest opinions and no undeserved high scores. There's a concise guide to their scoring system, with games scoring over 90% earning the coveted Awesome Award, reserved for true must-play titles. The main feature here is a deep dive into ISS 2000 for the N64, a festival of football from Konami. This latest footy sim, set to release in late September for £39.99, is touted as the best football series on the N64, praised for its realism and attention to detail. While the 2000 edition introduces new game options, tactics, and a career mode, the review points out that little has changed in the gameplay once you hit the pitch. Despite this familiar feel, the verdict is clear. ISS 2000 still dishes up another feast of football, and even without real player names, it remains tops in the gameplay stakes, offering fans the ultimate footy fest. This page continues the deep dive into International Superstar Soccer 2000 for the N64, showcasing what Konami's latest footy sim truly looks like on the pitch. We're treated to a classic N64 polygonal showdown, with one player in a German-esque white kit about to get stuck in with a blue jersey ED opponent. Above them, a perfectly rendered football hangs in the air, hinting at the aerial battles to come. The review hammers home the gameplay prowess, declaring that players can expect more quality goals, ace flicks and devastating tricks, confirming this is where the ISS series truly shines. For those dedicated solo players, there's a handy tip: crank up the difficulty setting, and this will keep you going for the entire season. Which is pretty sound advice for any footy game, let's be honest. It's clear that despite the familiar feel mentioned on the last page, ISS 2000 is still considered the ultimate footy fest, delivering the goods where it counts. The next page further details the impressive depth of International Superstar Soccer 2000, showcasing a generous selection of game modes, from a pre-season and mini-league to a full World League, challenging scenarios, and a nail-biting penalty shootout mode, perfect for reliving, or forgetting, those classic England penalty moments. All the top international teams are present and rated for attack, defense, and overall ability. The reviewer playfully suggests only a Japanese developer would rate England so highly after Euro 2000, but thankfully, those slightly off player names can be changed. Gameplay remains as good as ever, with pinpoint passing and shooting, though the offside rule is still a bit dodgy and the ref can be surprisingly lenient before booking you. A brilliant new feature is the varying weather conditions that genuinely affect play. Rain makes the ball skim and passing tricky, while snow can send your players sprawling if you turn too quickly. Cloudy days are standard fare, and night matches under floodlights look fantastic. However, the most significant improvement isn't gameplay, but the comprehensive tactical overhaul. You can now fine-tune formations, choose your captain, and even assign set-piece takers. Just make sure your captain is popular, or you might have a mutiny on your hands. International Superstar Soccer 2000 largely maintains its superiority over FIFA, but stumbles with its commentary. Replacing the beloved Tony Guba, ISS 2000 features Chris James and the underwhelming Terry Butcher, whose repetitive and poorly timed lines detract from the experience. Visually, the game boasts impressive player animation and detail in standard mode. However, the optional high-resolution mode, requiring an expansion pack, introduces jarringly jerky gameplay and is best avoided. Despite these flaws, ISS 2000 shines with its revamped tactical system, formation fiddling. Players can now assign quick tactical adjustments, like all-out attack or counter-attack, directly to the controller, offering significant strategic depth. The amusing all-effort tactic, prompting frantic, relentless play, is a particular highlight. Overall, ISS 2000 delivers strong gameplay hampered by weak commentary and a flawed visual upgrade. IS 2000 is a top-tier football game, scoring an impressive 87%, particularly excelling in multiplayer, with up to 4 players in 2 versus 2 or 4 versus 4 matches. The game offers accessible scoring opportunities with simple tricks for free headers and one-on-one situations. Its career mode introduces surprising RPG elements, allowing players to develop from youth prospects through training and impressing the manager, though it can be a grind with risk of injury. While a significant upgrade, existing ISS owners may find the improvements incremental. However, for newcomers, ISS 2000 provides engaging gameplay and lasting enjoyment, making it a worthwhile purchase. This page serves up a tasty full-page advert for McVitie's Jaffa Cakes, featuring bobblehead versions of Manchester United legends Beckham, Giggs and Scholes, perfectly complementing the ISS 2000 football action. StarCraft 64, releasing in October for £44.99, plunges players into a galactic war for dominance. Players choose one of 3 distinct alien races, the adaptable Terran, the overwhelming Zerg, or the technologically advanced Protoss, and battle across diverse planets using strategic tactics and combat. Reviewers predict StarCraft 64 will be the best war strategy game yet, praising its varied gameplay options including skirmish, free-for-all, and 2-player action. The Terrans are well-rounded for beginners, the Zerg rely on sheer numbers, and the Protoss boast powerful defenses. Each race offers a unique playstyle, demanding skillful strategy for victory. Prepare for intense intergalactic conflict and the chance to become a master of the stars. This StarCraft 64 review section focuses on getting started. New players are strongly advised to utilize the in-game tutorial mode and its helpful advisor for base building, army management, and survival. For Terrans, establishing a base requires a command center for mining and unit production, a Vespene refinery using space construction vehicles, for gas, barracks for marines, and supply depots to support a growing army. Efficient mineral extraction via SCVS is crucial for rapid troop and building construction, but players must protect miners from enemy attacks. The review notes the graphics are somewhat blurry and small, though emphasizes the game's strength lies in its strategy. Prioritizing both mineral and Vespene gas collection is key to unlocking advanced buildings and a powerful military. This page delivers a brutal head-to-head comparison, pitting the new kid on the block, StarCraft 64, against the reigning strategy champion, Command & Conquer. Turns out, despite our desperate craving for a decent strategy sim on the N64, StarCraft 64 doesn't quite hit the mark. The reviewer's pulling no punches here, calling StarCraft 64's graphics ugly with fiddly controls, though admitting its 2-player mode is a welcome addition, unlike Command & Conquer's loners-only approach. While StarCraft 64 might offer a fun multiplayer blast, if you've got an expansion pack mind you, it seems Command & Conquer still wins on overall experience, looking and playing much better. The sound design of StarCraft 64 gets a nod for its good troop barks and atmospheric music, but it's not exactly pushing the N64 to new heights. Ultimately, the verdict is in. StarCraft 64 is a bit of a disappointment, looking poor by N64 standards. It scores a rather lackluster 77%, a clear recommendation to stick with Command & Conquer if you want proper strategy action. The next page is a vibrant full-page advertisement showcasing the upcoming Pokémon Master Guide alongside a comprehensive price list from retailer Wickedware, featuring various N64 and Game Boy deals. This page is a fantastic full-page advert for Pokémon Snap on Nintendo 64. You can't miss the iconic Pokémon like Pikachu and Gyarados popping out of film strips, promising a truly unique photo safari. Gotta snap 'em all indeed. This page serves as a grand introduction to the magazine's Total Test section, fronted by a charming Yoshi, looking rather pleased with a bowling ball. It promises that every game and piece of gear for your 64 is meticulously tested by experts and updated monthly, ensuring you're always clued into the best of the best. They even highlight upcoming releases in blue and neat touch. The section covers everything a discerning gamer needs: guides to essential N64 kit like rumble parks and steering wheels, a peek at games in development from legendary developers like Rare, and the all-important sales and rental charts. Plus, they shine a light on 5 awesome games that truly stand out. The scoring system is laid out clearly, with anything above 90% earning that coveted Awesome Award, a badge only for games they truly love and insist you play. They even explain that scores are updated, keeping the guide fresh as new, better games emerge. Oh, and for those wondering if Pokémon Snap is worth a punt, there's a cheeky call to check out the full scoop, and a little note about getting a $5 off N64 games. It's truly your definitive guide to the N64 universe. The Nintendo 64 has a strong lineup of upcoming and recently released games. October brings Mario Tennis 64, Banjo-Tooie arrives in November, Mickey's Speedway USA in December, and Dinosaur Planet and Eternal Darkness in January/February. Reviews are overwhelmingly positive, with Banjo-Kazooie and Donkey Kong 64 scoring a perfect 96% and being lauded as the best platformers. Diddy Kong Racing and Duke Nukem 0 Hour also achieved 92%, alongside highly rated sports and racing titles like All-Star Baseball 2000 and Beetle Adventure Racing. While Armorines, Body Harvest and Castlevania receive solid scores, some titles disappoint, including A Bug's Life, 52%, Daikatana, and Cyber Tiger, both 72%. A final recommendation points players towards Pokémon Stadium for critter fighting fans. This N64 guide focuses on maximizing immersion with the Rumble Pack, detailing options from Joytech's Jolt Pack to Gamesta's Tremor Pack for every budget. Several game reviews highlight top titles. Excitebike 64 93%, ECW Hardcore Revolution 90%, FIFA 99 90%, ISS 64 91%, F-Zero X 92%, F1 World Grand Prix 2 90%, and GoldenEye 007 94%, all receive high praise. However, not all games impress. Earthworm Jim 3D 81% and European PGA Tour 73% are disappointments, while Hexen 64 50% suffers from poor graphics and Hot Wheels 69% is labeled boring. Despite some misses, the N64 library offers numerous strong experiences like Gauntlet Legends, Holy Magic Century, and Hydro Thunder, ensuring plenty of engaging gameplay. This guide is a celebration of the Nintendo 64, starting with advice on memory packs, Nintendo's Controller Pack, Joytech, and Blaze, to safeguard game saves. It then delivers a range of game reviews, highlighting titles like ISS 98 and Jet Force Gemini, 93%, alongside enduring classics Lilac Wars, Mario Kart 64, and Mario Golf, 90%. Strong scores also went to Knockout Kings and Micro Machines, 87%. While most reviewed games impressed, Killer Instinct Gold, 76%, and Magical Tetris Challenge, 71%, were noted as slightly dated. The piece culminates in praise for Rare, the studio behind N64 staples like GoldenEye 007, Banjo-Kazooie, Jet Force Gemini, and Perfect Dark, recognizing their significant contribution to the console's legacy. The next page dives straight into some essential peripherals, showcasing a range of wicked wheels for your racing pleasure. The Top Drive Plus gets a coveted Nintendo Awesome stamp for its superb handling and rumble, while the Race 64 Compact offers great response and a handy table clamp. Jordan Grand Prix 2 impresses with solid control and a lively rumble effect, and the G64 steering wheel is hailed as an awesome rumbler and a wise investment. Beyond the hardware, it's a veritable feast of game reviews. Rare's masterpiece, Perfect Dark, scores a whopping 97%, cementing its status as an even better secret agent caper than GoldenEye. Quite the feat. Quake 2 and Rayman 2 both hit 91%, delivering frantic blasting and a beautiful platforming adventure respectively. Premier Manager 64 and Pokémon Stadium both achieved 90%, proving that managing a football team or battling Pokémon in 3D can be equally captivating. Other strong contenders include NFL Quarterback Club 99, 90%, hailed as probably the best American footy game on the N64, and Operation Winback, 90%, offering Metal Gear Solid-esque stealth and action. The page also features a host of basketball titles, like NBA Courtside, 89%, and NBA Jam 99, 89%, along with Ninja Adventures, and even a new take on the classic Paperboy, though it seems the original might still be king. Not every game hits the heights, with Monster Truck Madness scoring a measly 61% for its poor handling, but overall, it's a solid lineup for any N64 fan. This page kicks off with a cracking £5 discount voucher for any top 10 N64 game at Electronics Boutique, a perfect nudge to grab a bargain before November 7th. We then dive into the N64 sales chart, where Perfect Dark still reigns supreme, followed closely by Pokémon Stadium and the ever-popular Zelda, proving that quality truly sells. Beyond the charts, we're treated to a smorgasbord of N64 titles. The chilling Resident Evil 2 scores a fantastic 94%, hailed as an unbelievable and scary zombie fest. For platforming fans, Rocket Robot on Wheels delights with 90%, earning praise as a first-rate and original experience, while Rayman 2, previously lauded, is now noted for its excellent value at around £20. Racing fans get a double dose of excellence with Ridge Racer 64 hitting 92% as one of the console's best, and Roadsters coming in strong at 88% with superb graphics. Even classics like Mario Kart 64 and Super Smash Bros. Get a nod, still considered some of the best in their genres, and available for a decent price. Other titles like the tense Rainbow Six and the bonkers Rakuga Kids both land at 79%, offering their own unique brand of fun. Finally, for the savvy gamer, the blockbuster rental chart suggests trying before you buy, with Pokémon Stadium and Perfect Dark also dominating the rental scene. It's sound advice, as N64 games definitely weren't cheap back in the day. This N64 magazine issue features a controller total test, with Nintendo's official N64 controller topping the list, followed by New Gen's Manta Ray. Gamester G64 and Thrustmaster Stingray 64 received criticism, while Guillemot's Trilogy 64 offered good value with bundled accessories. Game reviews are plentiful, with several titles scoring 90% or higher. Super Smash Bros., Tarzan, Rogue Squadron, both South Park games, Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, 1080 Degrees Snowboarding, Super Mario 64, and Tony Hawk's Skateboarding all earned top marks. Shadow Man led with 93%, praised as the scariest N64 game. However, some titles disappointed. Rugrats Treasure Hunt scored a low 57%, and Rush 2 received a 74%, deemed a poor sequel. Even the new Tetris, at 92%, didn't surpass its Game Boy version. Overall, the issue highlights a strong lineup of N64 classics. The N64 game scene is thriving, according to recent reviews. Wrestling games dominate, with WWF Attitude, 91%, WrestleMania 2000 91%, and WCW NWO Revenge, 90%, praised for their action and depth. Sports fans can enjoy International Track and Field, 94%, and World Cup 90%, while racing enthusiasts will find thrills in Versus Rally Edition 90%, and Top Gear Overdrive, 85%. However, The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, 97%, remains the standout title, lauded as a masterpiece. The Turok series also impresses with Rage Wars, 93%, and Turok 2, Seeds of Evil, 94%. Other highlights include Wipeout 64, 87%, Worms Armageddon, 83%, and Yoshi's Story, 88%. Not all titles succeed. Some reviews are critical, citing dull gameplay in games like Aero Fighters Assault and NASCAR 99. A Pokémon board game is also briefly mentioned, for those seeking off-screen entertainment. This page is a full-page advert for Pokémon Yellow, Special Pikachu Edition on Game Boy. It promises players a journey with Pikachu, just like the cartoon, complete with new strategies and battle modes. This page is packed with Nintendo 64 official tips from the masters, promising to solve all your gaming woes without the rip-off premium lines. They're here to make you a better gamer, apparently. We kick off with a deep dive into Mario Party 2, boldly proclaimed as the best board game in the world. Sounds like a challenge to Monopoly, doesn't it? The page details how to unlock an extra board, Bowserland, by completing the first 5. It also guides you to snag more mad mini-games like Dungeon Dash and the Piranha Plant by splurging on battle games and Driver's Ed extras. If you're after more action, unlock Stadium Battle Mode or the Duel Mode by fulfilling minigame quotas, easy peasy for a pro. Then we switch gears to the dark, sophisticated world of Perfect Dark. The magazine suggests seeking medical attention if you don't like it, which is fair enough, it's a classic. Here you'll find top mission cheats. Want a tougher challenge? Try taking on foes with rockets on Pelagic 2. Or perhaps go full bare-knuckle brawler, finishing Datadyne Central Defection with just your fists in under 1:30. For those lightning-fast punches, the Hurricane cheat helps you clear Datadyne extraction quickly. And for the trigger-happy, there's All the Ammo, though sadly, not for the Psychosis gun. Unlocked on Pelagic 2 Special Agent. All in all, a treasure trove for any N64 enthusiast. This guide unlocks secrets for 3 Nintendo 64 games. In International Track and Field, entering specific city names, Tokyo, Sydney, Montreal, Seoul, Roma, Moscow, or Helsinki, as your athlete's name reveals unique country-specific endings. Excitebike 64 offers hidden tracks and games. Winning the challenge round of Pro Season unlocks 3D classic tracks. The Gold round of Amateur Season activates the Hill Climb bonus, and winning the Silver round of Novice Season initiates Bike Soccer. Kirby 64 rewards completion. Finishing the game unlocks the sound test, while collecting all crystal shards grants 100% completion, opening the boss battle mode and movie viewer for cutscene replays. The guide also includes a helpful reference for Nintendo 64 controller icons. This page offers N64 game cheats and tips to enhance gameplay. Perfect Dark players can unlock the Golden Gun by completing Crash Site Confrontation quickly. In Pokémon Stadium, registering all 151 Pokémon unlocks Amnesia Psyduck. Ocarina of Time secrets include endless milk from Epona after winning Malon's race, and a strategy for defeating Ganon using the Bigoron sword. Unique cheats alter character appearances. Turok 2 offers oversized limbs with codes like Stompem, while Jet Force Gemini's Ants in Pants mode shrinks enemies. Ocarina of Time rewards collecting 100 gold Skulltulas with gold rupees. Episode 1 Racer grants invincibility via a name entry. Phi 0x unlocks all content with a button sequence, and LEGO Racers provide speed-boosting passwords. These tips aim to help players dominate their favorite N64 titles. This page delves into the exciting world of Pokémon Stadium, offering essential tips to become a true Pokémaster. It highlights that the game is a fan favorite, especially for those seeking out hidden extras. You can even change your critter's colors in the battle arena, which is pretty neat. For the dedicated Pokédex completers, there's a fantastic trick to earn bonus Pokémon like Eevee, Squirtle, Kabuto, Bulbasaur, Hitmonchan, and Omniscience. Simply conquer the Elite Four and the rival in Gym Leader Castle, and these digital darlings can be uploaded to your Game Boy game. Though be warned, the randomness of the awards might see you getting Eevees galore. Ever wanted a purple Raticate? The page reveals how to transform your monster's colors in the stadium by cleverly renaming them in your GB game using the name Rater in Lavender Town. Try lowercase names, reversing syllables, or just shortening them for some wild visual changes. Finally, the right side of the page is dedicated to an advert for Cheats Unlimited, touting itself as the UK's biggest and best value service for game cheats and tips across multiple platforms. Warrington News presents Your Tips, a collection of community-submitted gaming shortcuts with a MakoPad prize. For Perfect Dark Agents, Greg Ainsworth details a 4-step exploit to unlock secret levels in the combat simulator using a 2-player setup and pre-saved game settings. The Legend of Zelda players can benefit from William Perez's discovery. Playing Zelda's Lullaby or the Song of Storms on Gossip Stones yields hidden fairies for health, and an easily exploitable bottle swiping spot provides a constant supply of Deku nuts/bugs. Finally, South Park Rally enthusiasts can unlock everything by completing Championship mode without collecting tokens, or access a full cheat sheet by finishing rally days without pickups, as shown by Jason Hedrick. These tips prioritize efficiency, and, according to Wario, fair play is optional. This issue features a wealth of gameplay tips for classic Nintendo 64 titles. Donkey Kong 64 players can unlock the Algae Tunnel in Gloomy Galleon using Onguard. Rocket Robot on Wheels fans receive advice for navigating the Carnival stage and defeating JoJo. Pokémon trainers learn Giovanni's location, Viridian City Gym, and effective countertypes, plus team-building strategies for Pokémon Stadium. Perfect Dark receives significant coverage, including strategies for the Psychosis gun cheat in Chicago Stealth and locating cheese in Skidar Ruins. New Ways to Play presents inventive Perfect Dark challenges like Road Rage and The Gauntlet. Finally, tips are provided for a tricky section in GoldenEye 07's Egyptian level. Readers are encouraged to submit their own tips for a chance to win Nintendo merchandise, and more Pokémon Snap hints await on page 52. This page unveils the highly anticipated Your Scores section, where you get to prove your N64 prowess and potentially bag a swanky official controller. This month's splendid challenges include the pole vault event in track and field, demanding precise timing and furious button mashing for that winning leap. Then there's the frantic Area 51 escape in Perfect Dark on Agent setting, better brush up on that side, strafing to shave off precious seconds. For the motorheads, Excitebike 64's Mountain Quarry awaits, challenging you to the fastest 2-lap time whilst managing that all-important power boost without overheating. And rally drivers, take note, Tunja Rally 2's Amateur Cup on Eagle Heights 2 requires a keen understanding of the road and smart cornering to avoid a slow speed recovery. The results are in for previous challenges, with Andrew Phillips of Watford dominating Ridge Racer 64, Dave Constable of Norfolk crowned king in Super Smash Bros, Alex Dean of Kingston leaping to victory in International Track and Field, and Tony Calderon of Dorking proving unbeatable in Pokemon Stadium's Eakins Hoop Hurl. A cracking effort from all our top players. This page dives deeper into the legendary Your Scores section, setting the stage for a truly epic showdown. The Mega Challenge. Rare has thrown down the gauntlet with a perfect Dark challenge that's bound to have Joanna Dark fans gnashing their teeth. You're tasked with achieving the fastest time in the Datadyne Central Extraction level on Agent difficulty. Think you're quick? Rare reckons anything under 45 seconds is good, but truly elite agents will aim for 42 seconds or less. But hold your horses, would-be champions. The magazine explicitly warns against cheating. No sneaky Japanese or American racing game entries here, nor any codes unless sanctioned. Cheaters, you've been warned. Nobody wants a disqualification, do they? For those brave enough to enter, simply play the challenge, snap a photo or video of your screen, pen down your details, and send it off to NOM HQ. Top scores in the regular leagues could bag you a swanky official Nintendo controller pad or Rumble Park. The real meat of the biscuit, however, is the Mega Final. The top 4 perfect agents will be invited to NOM Towers for a sharpshooting final, battling it out in a multiplayer arena of the magazine's choice. So you'd best get practicing your multiplayer moves. Just remember, the closing date for entries is Friday, September 29th, with the grand final slated for Saturday, October 14th. Get your game face on. Pokemon Snap is all about becoming a top photographer, approved by Professor Oak. Success isn't just about aesthetics. Oak judges photos based on 5 criteria: Pokemon size, bigger is better, facing the camera, especially with unique poses, rarity of the Pokemon, centering the subject, and capturing group photos. Throughout the game, Oak provides items to help you get the perfect shot. Pokefood lures Pokemon and can trigger interactions, while Pester Balls reveal hidden creatures. The Dash engine increases speed for capturing fast-moving Pokemon, and the Pokeflute elicits reactions like dancing or special attacks. Revisiting levels with these items is crucial for improving scores and capturing those high-value photographs. Whether you're a dedicated fan or new to the series, Pokemon Snap offers a fun and rewarding photographic experience. Pokemon Snap rewards creativity and replayability for the perfect photo album. While not all 151 Pokemon appear, elusive ones like Mew are present, and Pikachu guides players. Evolving Pokemon through interaction, sometimes harsh, like triggering Charizard from Charmeleon, is key. Look for hidden Pokemon and Pokemon signs referencing absent creatures. Mastering controls like quick spins and strategic Pokefood use is vital. Food attracts Pokemon, triggers interactions, and even initiates battles. Professor Oak prioritizes high-scoring photos, always accepting improved submissions. Unlocking courses requires specific achievements: 6 beach Pokemon for the tunnel, awakening an Electrode at the volcano, 22 unique snaps for the river, nudging Porygon to reach the cave, and finally, 40 unique photos for the valley. Continuous snapping and strategic gameplay are essential for completion. This page is an essential guide for any aspiring Pokemon Snap photographer, diving deep into how to capture those truly cracking shots on the beach course. It lays out the prime locations and snappy tips for 11 different Pokemon, proving that getting the perfect picture often involves a bit more than just pointing and clicking. From getting a close-up of Pidgey by subtly slowing down your Zero-One vehicle, to making Doduo faint for a unique angle, don't worry, it's all in good fun. The advice here is gold. You'll learn the best spots to find creatures like the elusive Lapras, how to get Meowth to bust a move with a Pester Ball and a tune from the flute, and even coax a Scyther out of hiding in the grass. There are also clever tricks to make Magikarp flip out of the water, and even transform an Eevee into a Chansey. Now that's a rare snap for Professor Oak's album. It's clear that mastering your items, from Pokemon food to the flute, is key to unlocking these Pokemon's hidden talents, and securing those high-scoring photos. A true masterclass in digital wildlife photography. And it even teases more Pikachu action on page 61. This Pokemon Snap Guide focuses on maximizing scores within the tunnel course, demanding skillful photography beyond simple luck. It provides snappy tips for capturing electric Pokemon and others, detailing precise timing for shots of charging Electabuzz, and strategically triggering Electrode explosions to photograph falling Kakuna. The guide reveals secrets like luring Zubats with opening metal doors and hatching Zapdos by using Pikachu and the flute. It also covers techniques for photographing Magikarp, Haunter, and evolving Diglett into Dugtrio through continuous snapping. A key strategy involves distracting Magnemite with apples, and then attracting 3 to form a magneton for a high-scoring photo. Ultimately, the guide emphasizes mastering item usage and predicting Pokémon behavior as crucial for achieving professional-level results in Pokémon Snap. The next page delves deeper into the fantastic world of Pokémon Snap, offering invaluable snappy tips for mastering the fiery volcano course. Forget just snapping away, this is about getting those truly epic shots. The guide kicks off with Rapidash, teaching you how to make those majestic beasts rear up for a dramatic photo, ideally capturing all 3 in one go. Then it's on to the Shy Vulpix, where a clever use of Pokémon food helps you gather a trio for a high-scoring group shot. You'll also learn the secret to getting an impressive 6 Charmanders together near Moltres' egg. A little flute music goes a long way there. Speaking of Moltres, this page spills the beans on hatching the legendary bird from its huge egg and snapping it mid-flight. For those who love a good brawl, it shows you how to instigate a fiery fight between 2 Magmar for an explosive photo op. There are also hints for luring a Magikarp out of a blue pool and uncovering both Growlithe and the elusive Arcanine in the final craters. Perfect for an awesome group shot. Finally, the grand finale, turning a mere Charmeleon into a raging Charizard by cleverly knocking it into the lava with an apple. Snap that fire-breathing beast for a mega high score, truly proving your photographic prowess in the world of Pokémon Snap. This guide details mastering the river course in Pokémon Snap, focusing on strategic photography using 01's movement and items. Successfully photographing Pokémon requires specific actions. Use Pesters to reveal Poliwags, lure Bulbasaur with items near a stump and log, and draw out Magikarp. Vileplume performs unique dances when prompted with the flute. A key highlight is triggering Slowpoke's evolution into Slowbro by luring it to a Shelter sign with food. Playing the flute to Slowbro ensures a direct pose. Further tips include stopping Metapods by targeting the last one, capturing a surprise Psyduck with a Pester, and revealing a hidden Porygon. Finally, photographing Shelders and dashing through the course may unlock a rare Cloyster encounter near the goal gate. This page brilliantly shifts gears, guiding us through the subterranean wonders of the cave course in Pokémon Snap. As 01 ventures into this new underground system, we're treated to a treasure trove of tips for bagging those elusive, high-scoring snaps. The guide lays out exactly how to get a Grimer to pose for the camera, before showing you the brilliant trick of hitting it with Pester Balls to evolve it into a splendid muck. You'll also learn the secret to uncovering Ditto, cunningly disguised as Bulbasaur. A quick Pester Ball or two will reveal their true squishy forms for a frantic photo opportunity. It's all about clever interactions, making a Jigglypuff grin by disturbing a coughing, or getting that very coughing to smile and blow smoke by playing a timely tune. The page even details how to evolve Weepinbell into Victory Daybell by a well-aimed push into the water, and how to lure a Magikarp out of a random pool. The grand finale? Triggering Jinx to sing, which, as any seasoned Snap player knows, shatters a crystal egg to reveal the magnificent Articuno. Essential reading for any budding Pokémon photographer. This Pokémon Snap Valley course guide focuses on maximizing photographic opportunities amidst fast-paced rapids. It details how to lure Squirtles with Pester Balls and food for group shots, and techniques for capturing Dratini and Goldeen. The guide highlights crucial chain reactions, like dislodging Geodudes to reveal Sandshrew and Sandslash, and using items like flutes to trigger unique behaviors, such as getting Gravelers to dance. It explains how to evolve Magikarp into Gyarados by directing it into the waterfall, and Staryu into Starmie within the whirlpool. Finally, the guide reveals how to summon Dragonite with Pester Balls, and even trigger a Mankey appearance through Squirtle-induced chaos. This page is essential for achieving a perfect Valley photo album. This page dives deep into the esoteric art of Pokémon Snap, revealing how to unlock the mythical Rainbow Cloud Course and finally snag a snap of Mew, the game's elusive superstar. First, you'll need to trek back through your prior adventures to unearth the secret signs. It's a bit like a scavenger hunt, requiring you to spot a kingler-shaped rock on the beach, a Pinzea shadow in the tunnel, a coughing cloud from the volcano, a Cubone-like tree in the river, mute Warvealing crystals in the cave, and a Dugtrio formation in the valley. Piece these galactic clues together, and Professor Oak, bless his cotton socks, will finally grant access to Mew's domain. Now on to the main event. Mew! This isn't some cuddly Pikachu, oh no. Mew is a right royal pain to photograph, initially encased in an energy bubble that blurs your lens. You'll need to pepper it with pesteballs and Pokémon food, breaking through its shields not once, but twice. Once Mew's finally free, the real chase begins. You'll be throwing everything you've got at it, using the dash engine to close the gap after each hit, stunning it mid-air. The ultimate goal? To catch Mew with its eyes wide open for that perfect high-scoring shot. It's a challenge that separates the snap-happy amateurs from the true Pokémon photographers. The next page is a goldmine for any aspiring Pokémon Snapmaster, detailing 12-feet special shots that rack up serious bonus points. Forget your bog-standard snaps, these require a bit more cunning and item mastery. We're talking about getting Pidgey to use Gust, luring Pikachu onto a surfboard, and even prompting a pair of Magmar into a fiery brawl. The tips guide you through orchestrating specific events, making Pikachus appear on stumps, and playing a flute for extra points naturally, catching a speedy Pikachu mid-dash, or getting it to ride a rolling electrode before it goes kaboom. The cave level seems particularly ripe for special moments, with tips on saving Jigglypuffs to get them on stage, and if you rescue all three, you can even annoy them with your flute for even more points. Plus, there's the truly epic shot of Pikachu riding balloons, or even better, hitching a ride on an Articuno. And for those who nailed last month's challenge, the ultimate special shot is, of course, the elusive Mew, worth a whopping 2,500 points. The page rounds off by encouraging players to dive into challenge mode, promising more tips for next time. It's clear that to be a Pokémon Snap Pro, you need to think beyond simply pointing and shooting. It's about setting the scene for photographic perfection. This page, aptly titled Club Mario, serves as the magazine's very own community hub, where readers' letters and pictures take center stage. It's the go-to spot for aspiring wordsmiths to bag some top N64 prizes, with Nintendo generously providing the goodies. Our trusty scribes, Tim and Rich, are on hand to field the queries and comments from the gaming faithful, often injecting a healthy dose of British wit and sarcasm into their responses. This month, the chatter ranges from the anticipated details on Dolphin and GBA to quirky game suggestions, like a Hobbit RPG. Rich certainly approves of that one. There's also a rather brilliant idea to use the Game Boy camera and transfer pack to slap your own mug onto a WWF No Mercy wrestler. Now that's innovation. The burning question of a Final Fantasy game gracing the N64 is raised, while another reader ponders a Dragon Ball Z game for the Dolphin. The chaps even debate the merits of a cheap game giveaway, with Tim hilariously calling out a reader as a wazok for not specifying N64 game. The highlight of the page, however, is the Bowser's Prison feature, where readers pick 3 N64 games they'd take if incarcerated. Young Alex Clark makes a strong case for Perfect Dark for its supreme graphics and weapons, WWF WrestleMania 2000 for its cracking creator wrestler mode, and Mystical Ninja for its brilliant platforming and robot fights. Sounds like a solid selection for a long stretch behind bars. The Club Mario Community Hub is brimming with reader art and letters. Artwork includes charming Mario drawings, a detailed Zora from Zelda, a Banjo-Tooie party scene, and a surprising South Park reference. Reader mail focuses on console debates, light guns, deemed too Sega-like for Nintendo, requests for more N64 budget titles, and bargain hunting for F-Zero X. Command & Conquer fans inquire about an N64 port, while StarCraft 64 is confirmed. A reader finds Super Smash Bros. Too easy, prompting a playful challenge from Tim. Discussions also cover Pokémon Green's exclusivity and a nostalgic look at Splatterhouse. Mario's winner goes to Kate Rowland for suggesting a memory pack, with Tim hinting at future developments. Overall, the page showcases the passionate and creative Nintendoid fanbase. The Club Mario Community Hub is buzzing with debate. A reader's harsh critique of rare classics like Donkey Kong 64 and GoldenEye 007 sparked a playful argument with staff, while light gun games proved divisive, earning one reader Mario's winner despite disagreement. Fan mail covers everything from the awfulness of Clay Fighter 63 1/3 to family resemblance theories and concerns for Luigi's Spotlight. A Perfect Dark movie idea also surfaced. The highlight is Ask Rare, featuring the delightfully blunt Uncle Tusk. He addressed questions about Perfect Dark's visuals, sequel possibilities, and even a unique fan encounter with Miyamoto-faced simulations, responding with typical Tuskian wit. Rare's GBA plans remain a mystery, leaving fans wanting more. Mario's hotline and reader emails are overflowing with gaming enthusiasm. Suggestions range from a comprehensive N64 cheat guide, non-Bible, to a potential X-Files game, and a return of the Jedi beat-em-up. Readers shared exciting stories, like a school multiplayer tournament featuring Pokémon Snap, Diddy Kong Racing, and Super Smash Bros. There's frustration over Game Boy Color exclusives for Pocket owners, and a correction regarding a WWF No Mercy photo mix-up. Upcoming Nintendo hardware is generating buzz, with predictions the Dolphin console will surpass the PS2 and high hopes for Dinosaur Planet. Perfect Dark receives praise, alongside love for Kirby 64, and the original Pokémon games. Other ideas include a magazine swap shop and a bloodless Perfect Dark version. A reader also proudly affirms that girls are avid and skilled gamers. A preview hints at Mario Tennis being a hit. This issue features a competition to win early access to WWF No Mercy, offering 8 UK readers a chance to play before release. The page is largely dedicated to reader correspondence, brimming with game suggestions and debates. Ideas include a Harry Potter game set in the Forbidden Forest, more N64 RPGs like Resident Evil 3, and a comprehensive James Bond title. Notably, the Game Boy Advance's backwards compatibility with original Game Boy games is confirmed, pleasing collectors. Fan discussions cover Pokémon vs. Digimon, Farfetched's evolution, or lack thereof, and even a quirky Mario spy game concept. Mario's hit list sparks further debate with questions about Mario Tennis 64, the best handheld, and Pokémon fatigue, concluding with answers to a previous quiz. Overall, the page showcases a passionate gaming community and exciting upcoming releases. This page kicks off the winner-takes-all challenge, where you, the readers, get to test your N64 mettle against the mighty Nom team. The premise is simple: beat us, and your mate bags a top N64 game. Lose, and you, the challenger, get the prize. This month, Tim from Nom, apparently a FIFA expert, bravely stepped up to face Martin, the brother of our hopeful challenger Colin, who had been suffering at Martin's digital feat on FIFA 99. The match was a nail-biter, with Martin playing as Manchester United, showing why he's a true marksman against Tim's Liverpool, who relied on the likes of Owen and Fowler. Despite a valiant effort from Tim, who managed to pull it level at 44 by half-time, Martin unleashed a devastating second-half performance, netting a grand total of 4 goals. Poor Tim, looking utterly dejected, watched as Martin secured a convincing 95 victory. So the spoils of war went to Martin, who snagged a copy of Jet Force Gemini. As for Tim, well, it looks like a long, quiet journey home. But don't worry, Nom will be back next month for another crack at defending our honor. The Pokémon Center is highlighted as a central hub for fans, brimming with activity and information. A Poké Tour mania has captivated players, with upcoming coverage of the UK and European finals. Readers are encouraged to share team-building advice, judged by Professor Oak. This month's featured Pokemaniac, Ashley Prentice, aka Ash, demonstrates extreme dedication, having fully immersed himself and his sister in the Pokémon world with a merchandise-filled bedroom. The Pokémaster's Corner showcases high-level teams submitted for Professor Oak's critique. Trainers like Phil Ansell, James McDonald, Alex Overend, and Dean Allison present impressive squads, with Oak particularly noting a level 100 Beedrill and the commitment required for fully leveled teams. The article emphasizes the dedication and skill of these competitive trainers. Professor Oak is reviewing helpful tips for Pokémon Red, Blue, and Yellow, including finding a level 10 Charmander in Pokémon Yellow and strategies for catching Gyarados. Players are also sharing advice on locating Tangela and utilizing escape ropes. The page showcases impressive fan creativity with Ultimate Poké Warrior, a unique Pokémon fusion designed by Paul Casey, combining parts of Articuno, Lapras, Electrode, Mewtwo, Porygon, and Zapdos. Additionally, Pokémon Project Studio software is highlighted, allowing users to create custom calendars and masks, featuring 81 different Pokémon. The page concludes with standard subscription information, but the focus remains on the community's inventive contributions and new creative tools. This page dives into the absolute Pokémon madness that swept Southampton with the Pokémon Tour 2000. Thousands of eager trainers queued from 7 AM, desperate to get their hands on a mythical Mew. This wasn't just any Mew, mind you. It was an official level 5 beast, fresh for training, with UK as its original trainer, a true collector's item and a labor of love to raise. Beyond the Mew frenzy, the event was packed. Regional heats of the Pokémon Championship saw intense battles, though a few unfortunate souls registered, but didn't show. What a shame. Younger fans, not quite ready for the big leagues, could get their faces painted like their favorite Pokémon, with Electrode being a popular choice, and even a fantastic Bulbasaur spotted. Plus, there were plenty of demo pods, giving everyone a chance to try out the latest games like Pokémon Stadium, and even an early peek at Pokémon Snap before it hit the shelves. It sounds like a fantastic day for any aspiring Pokémon master. This page lets us meet some of the devoted Pokemaniacs who descended upon the Southampton event, a true gathering of the biggest Pokenuts. We hear directly from fans like Johnny Hall, who's still buzzing about getting his Mew and is already training it to level 70, whilst eagerly anticipating Pokemon Snap, Gold and Silver. Andy Beale, however, wasn't entirely sold on the Pokemon Championship being solely based on Stadium, preferring the good old Game Boy battles. Poor Sam Cope had his cards nicked, but his pal Dan is swimming in hundreds, all set for the Team Rocket expansion. There's even Gemma Taylor, who, unlike the rest of the world, isn't a fan of Pikachu, calling him a big yellow blob, and championing Wigglytuff instead. Sam Ridsdale proudly shows off his Cascade badge, having won big in the championship and swearing by his powerhouse team of Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise, Pidgeot, Golem, and Alakazam. And while Craig Snoswell is a big Nom fan, Michael Smith, despite being there for Mew, surprisingly thinks Digimon is better for its adventure mode. A bold claim indeed. Finally, James Carruthers boasts a tidy collection of 217 cards, favoring the Jungle expansion. Looks like everyone had a blast, and next month we'll get the full report on the Pokemon Championship UK final. The suspense is killing us. This page is an absolute treasure trove for any self-respecting Pokemaniac, guiding us through the glorious world of Topps and Merlin Collections Pokemon merchandise. These two giants are behind the official sticker collections, the dazzling TV animation trading cards, and even the movie tie-ins, truly the architects of our childhood obsessions. We get the lowdown on the Series 2 trading cards, a 72-card marvel spanning from Ponypeta to Seadra, packed with special hero and villain cards and those super cool die-cut embossed evolution cards, all for a mere 99p a packet. And let's not forget the original Series 1, boasting 90 Pokemon from Bulbasaur to Golem, plus human heroes like Ash and Misty, each pack also coming with a shiny foil card. For the serious collector, the official trading card binder is a must-have, holding 180 cards and preventing any tragic dog-eared incidents. Plus, it comes with a limited edition, oversized Pikachu foil card, a true collector's gem, especially at just £4.49. And for those who simply can't get enough shine, the foil trading cards offer a parallel set for both Series 1 and 2. Good luck completing that one, as there's only one per pack. Topps and Merlin expanded the Pokemon collecting experience beyond trading cards in the late 90s, with a variety of merchandise. Two official sticker collections were released: Series 1, 276 stickers, including silver and gold, and Series 2, 206, with shiny and special shapes, both affordable at 30p a packet. Topps also produced the first movie trading cards, US exclusive, split into sets from Mewtwo Strikes Back, Pikachu's Vacation, and Evolution cards, costing 99p a packet. Pokemon tattoos, featuring 59 designs, were available for 50p a packet, sometimes free with Nom magazine. A key tip for collectors: differentiate between UK and US Topps cards by the Nintendo seal, round for UK, oval for US imports. Completing both editions was the ultimate goal for dedicated fans. This page showcases the rather brilliant Pokemon collector tins, a must-have for any aspiring trainer looking to keep their precious cards safe and tidy. These snazzy metal boxes, from the same folks who brought us those addictive sticker albums, are perfect for storing all your Pokeloot. Each tin comes with a cool jumbo collector's chrome card, proudly displaying the very Pokemon or character that adorns the tin's lid. You can snag one of these for a mere £5 at Merlin swap shops, and if you're lucky, some even come packed with Series 1 trading cards, offering superb value for money to kickstart or complete your collection. Featured designs include fan favorites like Charmander, the mighty Charizard, the ever-popular Pikachu, even one soaring with balloons, the cunning Meowth, and the plucky Squirtle. Plus, there are tins dedicated to the iconic trio of Ash, Misty and Brock, and even the dastardly Team Rocket. It's truly the ultimate way to store your treasures. Beyond the Pokemon games, a variety of unique collectibles catered to fans. Pokemon candy containers offered sugary treats alongside 16 collectible figures like Pikachu and Charizard. Highly sought after were the ultra-rare Topps promo trading cards, exclusively distributed at the Bologna Book Fair, to those who correctly answered a Pokémon trivia question. These sets featured Pokémon like Bulbasaur, and trainer cards like Ash Ketchum. Topps also released Candy Minis, tiny plastic tubes holding different Pokémon, 12 total, and Popzoids, lollipops encasing a Pokémon figure, requiring consumption to reveal the prize. 8 figures including Chansey. These diverse offerings represent a peak era for Pokémon collectability, extending the hobby beyond traditional cards and games. The next page dives straight into the Blagfest, a fantastic competition section loaded with goodies for Nintendo fans. It's clear the magazine is dishing out some proper top-tier prizes here. First up, we've got some hilarious WWF Steve Austin room guards, complete with a phone dial pad, ready to protect your personal space from any unwanted visitors. You just need to tell us, which real-life wrestling legend managed to snag an Olympic gold in Atlanta? Next, for the footy fanatics, there are copies of the brilliant International Superstar Soccer 2000 for the N64. A true classic for anyone who preferred their virtual pitches, slightly less pixelated, and all you need to do is recall who bagged England's first goal at Euro 2000. For the Caped Crusader enthusiasts, there are sets of Batman graphic novels up for grabs. A grand prize for any comic book aficionado. Simply identify the actor who last donned the Batsuit in a Hollywood flick at the time. Then, for a bit of animated chaos, they're giving away The Simpsons. On your marks, get set, go! Videos. A perfect chance to relive some classic Springfield shenanigans by naming Homer's famously pious neighbor. Finally, for those who can't get enough of the squared circle, there are WWF collector's cards, and WrestleMania live sets. Forget Pokémon for a moment. These are the real collectible deal, and you just need to know which awesome wrestler goes by the one-man crime spree. It's quite the haul of nostalgia and prizes. This page is a cracking advert for subscribing to Nintendo Official Magazine, featuring Pikachu. Bag yourself a year's worth of gaming goodness and save a tidy £8.90, or snag 6 months and save £3.73. This page kicks off with a massive reveal straight from Nintendo's Space World 2000 show in Japan, promising official and exclusive news that's 100% correct. Well, they would say that, wouldn't they? The big news? Dolphin is officially dead. Long live the Nintendo GameCube. This chunky piece of kit and its innovative new controller are heralded as the future. But that's not all. Oh no. The Game Boy Advance, set to arrive next year, is also here to rock your world. It's boasting graphics and gameplay that will put a console to shame, which is a pretty bold claim for a handheld, but hey, it's Nintendo, they usually deliver. This page serves as a glorious introduction to a whopping 17 pages of Space World coverage, teasing deeper dives into the GameCube and Game Boy Advance, their games, and even a mobile system. So, grab a brew and prepare for a serious dose of future gaming goodness. This page dives straight into the Nintendo GameCube, building on the previous reveal with bold claims. Nintendo confidently declares it the most powerful games console ever, promising graphics so astonishing your eyes will fall out. Quite the promise, eh? We get a good look at the console itself, a rather chic purple number, alongside its equally purple controller, touted as the perfect joypad for exploring massive 3D worlds and conquering incredibly powerful bosses. The magazine then turns its attention to the GameCube's graphical prowess, showing off 2 stunning tech demos seen at Space World. They weren't playable, but the visuals for Link from Zelda and a guitar-wielding Meowth from Pokémon were apparently so phenomenal. The magazine cheekily warns they might singe your brain and cause your bowels to fail you. Strong words, but it certainly sells the graphical leap. It's clear Nintendo was pulling out all the stops to impress, and the page wraps up by urging you to take a deep breath and turn the page, because the future of gaming truly begins here. The next page dives even deeper into the glorious Nintendo GameCube, doubling down on the bold claims of it being the most powerful console in the world with mind-bending graphics. Nintendo's philosophy is clear. This purple powerhouse is solely for games, and it does that one thing incredibly well. Forget your movies and sleds. The GameCube is dedicated to delivering the fastest, most blindingly exciting games ever created, with promises of an avalanche of games from day one, thanks to its developer-friendly design. We learn about the console's 4 controller ports, perfect for epic multiplayer sessions of classics like Mario Kart and Perfect Dark, now with unbelievably good graphics. The biggest reveal, perhaps, is the dinky discs. No DVDs here, just tiny 8cm discs, packing a mighty 1.5 GB of data. A staggering 190 times more than an N64 game, like Super Mario 64. Plus, these clever discs are designed to thwart those pesky money-grabbing pirates, ensuring developers get their due. Finally, saving your progress will be quick and easy with the new DigiCard memory cards, allowing for tons of game saves on a single card. It's all about pure, unadulterated gaming, isn't it? The next page continues our deep dive into the magnificent GameCube, truly a marvel of engineering. This purple powerhouse is surprisingly dinky, measuring just 150mm cubed, making that old grey station poo look like a clunky behemoth. It's so light, it'll happily snuggle under your TV like an Eskimo pie. Utterly brilliant. But wait, there's more. Nintendo, ever the innovators, have popped a rather sensible carrying handle right on top. So, if your mum's hogging the telly with endless Coronation Street, you can simply scoop up your GameCube, whisk it upstairs, plug it in, and resume your gaming escapades with absolutely zero faff. Sorted. And for those who like to connect, the console cleverly hides slots for a 56K modem or even a broadband adapter discreetly in its bottom. Apparently, it's so well designed you won't even spot them, solidifying its claim as the world's best-looking games machine. As for when you can get your mitts on this beauty, Japan is first in July 2001, followed by North America in October 2001. UK fans might have to wait a bit longer, possibly until Christmas 2001 or even beyond, but rest assured, with promises of games like Zelda and Pokemon, it's going to be absolutely worth every agonizing second. We certainly think the Nintendo GameCube is the undisputed future of gaming, packed with extreme power and Nintendo's legendary gaming prowess. We genuinely cannot wait. The GameCube offered more than just a console. A range of accessories and colors aimed to enhance the gaming experience. Notably, it was the first console available in multiple colors from launch, including gold, silver, black, pink, and blue, with matching controllers. Connectivity was a key feature. The broadband adapter enabled fast-paced online gaming, exemplified by Perfect Dark, while a 56K modem adapter provided basic online access. The SD digicard adapter allowed connection to stereos, cameras, and phones, alongside 64 MB of save game memory. Smaller digicards offered 4 MB of save data directly through the controller ports. The article highlights excitement for potential online Pokemon features. Ultimately, the extras are praised not as gimmicks, but as genuine improvements to the GameCube experience, showcasing Nintendo's innovation. This page is a full-on advert shouting about cheats for free and a chance to win loads of gaming gear and other bits, all through premium rate phone lines. Looks like it's encouraging you to go for it and call those numbers to snag some prizes. This page dives headfirst into the glorious details of the brand spanking new Nintendo GameCube controller, leaving no button unturned. It's clear Nintendo was aiming for pure gaming bliss with this one. The much-loved 3D stick is back, now shorter, and seemingly more thumb-friendly than its N64 predecessor, ensuring you won't be fumbling during those crucial gaming moments. Talk about an upgrade. The shoulder buttons get a seriously cool analog treatment. Imagine pressing them gently for a slow crawl in a racer, or slamming them down for full throttle acceleration. Brilliant, eh? No more on-off switches for speed demons. And remember that slightly awkward Z trigger on the N64's underside? Well, it's been promoted to a prime spot on the top right, making those shoot-'em-ups even easier to blast through. Even if it's not analog, the D-pad isn't forgotten either, remaining essential for 2D titles and handy for quick actions like weapon changes. Lastly, the C button stick, with a nod from Mr. Miyamoto himself, is set to revolutionize camera control in 3D adventures, promising to make navigating those tricky mazes a doddle. We can practically hear the collective sigh of relief from gamers everywhere. It's all looking rather tasty indeed for the GameCube. This page continues our deep dive into the GameCube controller, and blimey, it's looking like a winner. They're saying it's the best controller ever, which is quite the claim, but after the N64's impact, who are we to argue? Mr. Miyamoto himself debuted it with a demo involving a burping ghost. Classic. The buttons are apparently perfectly placed, so no more accidental presses mid-action, and it even has built-in rumble, saving us a quid on those separate rumble packs. While the A button takes center stage, ready for all those crucial jumps, the Y, X and B buttons are equally well thought out, ensuring a smooth gaming experience. And for those who like a bit of flair, these beauties come in a range of tasty colors: gold, silver, black, pink and blue, to match your console and brighten up your bedroom. But the real game changer? The Wavebird wireless controller. Finally, we can banish those tangled wires and play from a whopping 10 meters away, without yanking the console across the room during a boss fight. It might look a bit odd at first glance, but if Miyamoto says it's the bee's knees, then it jolly well is. Nintendo's Space World demos for the GameCube left journalists stunned, exceeding expectations and showcasing groundbreaking visuals comparable to CGI films like Toy Story. The star was the Super Mario 128 demo, unveiled by Miyamoto, featuring 128 flawlessly animated Marios interacting on a dynamic, shape-shifting platform. Remarkably, the game maintained a smooth framerate despite the on-screen activity. Beyond Mario, demos teased impressive iterations of Perfect Dark, Banjo-Kazooie, and Wave Race. New titles hinted at included a racing game, a mysterious rare project with unique rock-based characters, and a Star Wars game featuring X-Wing battles. These early glimpses positioned the GameCube as a console poised to revolutionize gaming with its speed, animation, and graphical power. The next page of Nintendo's Space World coverage continues to highlight the GameCube's impressive demo lineup, starting with a brilliant look at Luigi's Haunted Mansion. Our favorite green-clad hero, Luigi, takes center stage in what's described as his best appearance yet, complete with his iconic dungarees. The demo showcased unbelievably crisp graphics and animation that left the reviewers foaming at the mouth. The translucent comedy ghosts are particularly praised, appearing far superior to anything seen on that Grey Station Poo. Screenshots capture Luigi's exploring the mansion under striking lightning, facing off against the eerie ghouls, and even sliding down a banister to escape their menacing presence. Following that, for all us long-suffering fans, the page confirms that a new Metroid game is indeed coming to the GameCube. The demo began with the iconic Samus Aran, clad in her formidable red armor, sprinting through a dingy spaceship corridor. She's relentlessly pursued by a horde of horrible alien bugs, complete with sharp, spindly legs and incredible detail. The reviewer admitted they weren't looking forward to facing these rancid little beasties when the game is finished. Samus eventually turns to blast her pursuers with a massive bolt of energy and pyrotechnic plasma, which looked utterly amazing. It seems our prayers for a new Metroid adventure have truly been answered. This page, continuing the Space World excitement, dives headfirst into the absolutely breathtaking Legend of Zelda demo, confirming it was the most amazing thing ever seen. This wasn't just a glimpse, it showcased a truly titanic battle between Link and the villainous Ganondorf in a medieval throne room, dramatically lit by candles and a roaring fire. The graphics were lauded as out of this world, even making that Grey Station look a bit rubbish in comparison. The reviewer confidently predicts the final game will be like watching a blockbuster movie. We see screenshots of Link and Ganondorf locked in combat, with Link getting knocked back but quickly steeling himself for another round. There's a brilliant close-up of Ganondorf gesturing Matrix-style for Link to come and fight more, highlighting incredible detail right down to individual fingers. Link, in a fit of pure rage, dramatically throws his shield down before rushing the evil king. This scene alone was so cinematic, it made the reviewer swear they were watching the best action movie ever. It's clear that Link, who has consistently starred in some of the best games, isn't going to disappoint us on the Cube either. What a demo! This page keeps the GameCube hype train going strong, with a look at the utterly fantastic Meowth's Party demo. Imagine Meowth, the coolest cat around, starting on the piano before shredding a guitar solo on stage, backed by a ridiculously talented Cubone on drums. Truly a supergroup for the ages. The party quickly escalated, as dozens of Pokémon like Oddish, Geodude, Onix, Butterfree, and Slowbro, plus new faces from the upcoming Gold and Silver games, such as Togepi, poured in, all boogieing down. The visuals were stunning, showcasing over 40 Pokémon on screen without a single hiccup, proving the GameCube's raw power. The reviewer was clearly blown away, stating that Meowth's performance had every single critter in the house jiving like a grade A funkster. It's abundantly clear these GameCube demos are setting new standards for gaming graphics, leaving no doubt that Nintendo is set to rule the world. What an absolute banger of a demo! This page dives headfirst into the glorious future of portable gaming with the official unveiling of the Game Boy Advance. Billed as the greatest Game Boy ever made, it's clearly light years ahead of its predecessors. This isn't just a minor upgrade, oh no, we're talking a full-blown 32-bit beast, boasting graphics so sharp, they even outshine the mighty Super NES. The reviewer's clearly smitten, highlighting how the games on display were wicked, with Mario Kart looking absolutely stunning with its new tracks and character designs. Just imagine 4-player Mario Kart on the go, thanks to a special link cable, or battling your mates via the infrared communication adapter. Utterly brilliant. And for a touch of classic Nintendo quirk, they've even moved the on/off switch to the lower left side, a nod to their old tricks with the Game Boy Color's switch. All in all, this new handheld looks set to continue Nintendo's domination of the portable market. Get ready, the future is indeed here. The next page drills down into the nitty-gritty of the Game Boy Advance, confirming it's an absolute essential. Those new shoulder buttons are a godsend for extra gaming functions, and with the console being longer rather than tall, they're perfectly comfortable and easy to use. On the release front, Japan gets first dibs on March 21, 2001, priced at about 9,800 yen, which is roughly 60 quid. UK gamers can expect it around July next year, just in time for those endless summer holidays. No more boredom on long car trips, as two humbler batteries will keep you going for a whopping 15 hours. And the screen? Oh, it's a beauty. A full 50% larger than the GB colors, with 60% better resolution. Powered by a processor that's 16 times faster, it can blast out 32,000 colors simultaneously, promising games that look utterly stunning. The verdict is in. It looks cool, feels comfortable, and the games are brilliant. Plus, it'll play all your old GB games, making this new handheld an absolute must-have. This page dives headfirst into the glorious Game Boy Advance games making waves at Space World. It's all about handheld magic, crystal-clear visuals, and dream animation, living up to the Grubber's impressive tech. We get a glimpse of various titles, including a Mario Kart-style racer, Goemon, the delightful Pinobi, Golfmaster, the intriguing Greystation, and even a portable demo of Silent Hill, with its original FMV cutscenes. Talk about unexpected. Mario Kart Advance is singled out as a highlight, boasting awesome graphics and blistering speed that feels like a souped SNES classic, with finely drawn characters and track details like whizzing trees that really sell the sensation of speed. And for 60 quid, the console is a steal for this level of action. The truly original Kuru 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 Rin is also showcased, where you guide a spinning stick through intricate tunnels, making sure not to bash the walls too often, lest your stick snaps. The Game Boy Advance's power means the courses are bigger and bolder, promising quite the challenge for even the most seasoned Nintendoids. Looks like the GBA is set to deliver brilliant games indeed. This article highlights upcoming Game Boy Advance titles and a surprising GameCube connection. Napoleon brings impressive strategy gameplay to the handheld, with sharp graphics and detailed battle sounds. Ugom no Taiyo, a Japanese RPG, boasts stunning 3D battle screens reminiscent of Final Fantasy, a vast world, and numerous characters. However, the biggest news is the potential to link the Game Boy Advance with the GameCube. Shigeru Miyamoto suggested using the GBA as a secondary screen for games specifically mentioning football, where the GBA could display player positions. Images show a GameCube connected to two GBAs, hinting at exciting new gameplay possibilities and building on the success of Pokémon. This connection promises a revolutionary gaming experience. This page unveils the groundbreaking GB mobile system, a truly innovative gizmo first shown off at Space World 2000. Set to launch in Japan on December 14th, this clever adapter links your trusty Game Boy Color to a mobile phone, opening up a whole new world of connectivity. Imagine trading your Pokémon with pals across the country, not just across the living room. That's right, it allows for remote Pokémon trading in the upcoming Pokémon Crystal, a fresh take on the Gold and Silver adventures, even letting you snag some truly unique critters. We saw it in action, and despite a few initial connection wobbles, it worked like a charm once it got going. But it's not just for catching them all. This adapter lets you send and receive emails, and even browse basic websites on the go. Talk about future-proofing. Beyond the monster-catching craze, games like Pocket Tactics, known as Game Boy Wars in Japan, are set to benefit. This Risk-like strategy game, with its turn-based nature, is perfectly suited for the mobile connection, proving you don't need super-fast broadband to enjoy a good scrap. Our verdict? The mobile GB adapter is an absolutely cracking idea. The thought of battling or trading with fellow gamers miles away is brilliant. And with a powerhouse like Pokémon leading the charge, this is bound to be a massive hit. Definitely a sign of things to come for connected gaming. This page serves as a busy gaming directory, featuring various advertisements for buying, selling, and trading games, mail order services, and a comprehensive cheat service. This page is a tantalizing glimpse into the next issue of Nintendo Official Magazine, promising readers an unparalleled gaming experience. The magazine confidently declares itself as the biggest, best, first, most games official source for all things Nintendo. They list 6 core promises to their loyal readership. You'll get the scoop on every Nintendo 64 and new product first, see the freshest game screenshots, find an EasyTouse magazine, rely on working tips and cheats, trust their writers, and never need another gaming periodical. The next issue looks set to dive deep into the world of GameCube and Game Boy Advance, showcasing various colorful consoles for the Cube and the sleek GBA. Expect to find bang up-to-date information, amazing games, and sensational new shots for these platforms. On the game front, the updated section teases more cartoon fun with Disney pals in Mickey's Speedway and promises additional hilarious furry capers with Conker's BFD. For reviews, get ready for some pulsating racetrack action with F1 racing and prepare to check out a monster blaster in Turok 3. Be sure to grab your copy on the 8th of October. Plus, the next issue also hints at comprehensive game guides and the best cheats available. This page is an absolute treasure trove, kicking off with a brilliant spotlight on the highly anticipated Banjo-Kazooie. Those lovable rascals, Banjo and Kazooie, are front and center, promising us hilarious characters, amazing worlds, ace bosses, and brill multiplayer arenas. It's clear they're hyping up the sequel, and rightly so, after the first game's smashing success. But wait, there's more! This issue also includes a must-have mini-mag dedicated to the Game Boy Color, packed to the brim with reviews, tips, and all the cheats you could ever need for your portable adventures. A truly excellent bonus for handheld fanatics. And if that wasn't enough, there's a dedicated tips section dishing out the goods on a few fan favorites. Get your time cheats busted for Perfect Dark, grab some Snap-happy hints for Pokemon Snap, and dive into Planet Nintendo's best tips and cheats to conquer anything the Big N throws your way. This page is a fantastic mix of major N64 previews and essential help for current hits. This Nintendo Mastermind quiz tests your knowledge across 4 challenging rounds. General knowledge covers broad Nintendo history, from hardware to voice actors. Talking Nintendo matches iconic quotes to characters like Peach and Falco, while Who the Hell challenges you to identify obscure faces, a true test for dedicated fans. Name the Game presents screenshots from classics like Killer Instinct Gold, Tetrisphere, Donkey Kong 64, and F-Zero X, demanding recall of titles. A Final Big Question offers a chance to win Blues Brothers 2000 for N64 by identifying Shigeru Miyamoto's college. The quiz separates casual players from Nintendo experts, offering a nostalgic and brain-teasing experience for all levels of fandom. This page is a massive advert for ukgames.com and Special Reserve, offering discounted N64 games, hardware, and an incredible free offer on Turok, Rage Wars, with multiple store locations across the UK. This page showcases a striking full-page advert for Turok 3, Shadow of Oblivion. Featuring intense visuals, the acclaimed title is coming to Nintendo 64 and Game Boy Color.